Hey good people, so I just wanted to do a quick physical review of the cookbook and then show you the 2 recipes I'm going to do. So the name of the cookbook for the month of March is Son of a Southern Chef, Cook with Soul. It is by Lazarus Lynch. This was published in 2009. I don't know who the publisher is. There's like 218 pages in here, so a little over 200 recipes. Now, the thing that I've noticed a lot with cookbooks is that they're trying to give you kind of the backstory of the person who created the cookbook. So I honestly felt like this cookbook was more about his self-expression when it came to cooking and kind of like food in general. It's clearly not a traditional cookbook. If you just look at some of the pages, the artwork and the deck, just like it's really cool. But yeah, I felt like, as you can see, it feels like it's more about him as an artistic person, and you can read some of like his quotes and things like that. So yeah, I kind of struggled with this cookbook, but I still wanted to try it. So originally when this cookbook was published, it was $25 US and 34 Canadian dollars. I just looked at it on Amazon, and if you were to purchase this same paperback, it is only $14.19 or something like that. Fun fact, if you get a digital copy, it's $5 more. Random. It's weird because normally digital copies are less expensive than physical copies of cookbooks, especially. But that was interesting for that. But let's talk about the 2 recipes I'm going to cook in here. So I'm going to do the shrimp and crazy creamy cheddar grits. Anyone who knows me knows I'm from the South and knows I love me some damn grits. And I like shrimp. And I do a good fish and shrimp and grits. So I thought it'd be cool to make someone else's. And then I just picked 2 recipes, so I'm going to show you the second one. And that is the sriracha honey wings. This is what they're supposed to look like when you're done. I thought this was interesting because I felt like there was a bit of a fusion going on with this recipe. So there's like a little bit of Asian inspired, like with some of the recipe ingredients. Like there's, I guess there's not much. I thought there was ginger in here. There's sriracha, but sriracha I guess is more modern, more American westernized, if you will, than it is considered Asian. I mean, a lot of Asian food has it in it sometimes, but I consider it kind of like an American condiment now. But anyway, so those are the 2 recipes I'm going to cook in the month of March. There was tons of stuff in here I would like to try. I wanted to try the salmon. I wanted to try saltfish, but I don't know where you even buy saltfish. I also wanted to try, like you can just see, like it's more about his self-expression, and I don't know if it's because of like that was their style of art they wanted, but I'm pretty sure he asked for that on top of it. But yeah, I was gonna do I can't find it right now, and I'm not gonna spend that time doing that. I was gonna do the salmon burgers, but it just felt like a lot of steps for one person and a lot of ingredients I would have to buy that we don't necessarily have, that we keep on hand. So this is the first step. I picked a cookbook for the month of April, and I'm excited. So I will be bringing you the first recipe when I make it. I'm probably going to make it 2 weeks from today. Today is March 1st. So it will probably be around the 13th weekend, because I'm going to be making them on the weekend. So, all right. So bye for now. Yeah. Okay, guys. So this is the first recipe out of this cookbook. Again, it's Son of a Southern Chef, Cook with Soul. And I said this was 2009. This was published. That was a mistake. It was published in 2019. So this is the first recipe. It is the shrimp and crazy creamy cheddar grits. Now, unlike the Asian inspired recipes that we're making, there's way less ingredients. So the main ingredients, of course, are the jumbo shrimp and then the grits. And then these are basically everything that goes into this recipe. So this recipe isn't that difficult to make. I think we tried it again. I think the hardest thing to make will be this, because traditional grits take a while to cook. So let's see if I can see the preparation time on here. Oh wow, it's not that bad. They only take 15 to 20 minutes. I remember as a kid, they took like, it felt like an hour or something crazy. But yeah, so there's something new that I'm trying. I've never had coconut milk in any of the dishes I've prepared for myself. So yeah, there's a little wine in this, heavy cream, white cheddar. Yes. And then of course we got the accoutrements. Well, that's not right. This would be just garnish. Anyway, so this is this recipe. I don't think this recipe is going to take me nearly as long as the Asian inspired dishes. And the reason they took me a long time to make was because I don't traditionally keep the things that it would take to make them on hand. So I had to buy a few of them. And also there's a lot of pickling. So you should probably do that kind of stuff in advance. But for this recipe, it seems really simple and easy to make. Let me see if it tells me how long it should take to prepare this. So it serves for 15 minutes of prep. Total cook time 45 minutes. See, and that's why I believe the grits that they're using, which I couldn't find, which are the I could not find stone ground white grits. I only found my standard Quaker. So maybe those grits take a little longer to make, but overall this looks pretty good. This looks like it's going to be a simple like 30-minute, 40-minute meal to make. So yeah, I'll start that later today. All right, so next time you see me, you'll see me cooking the meal and putting it together. So until then. Okay, it is time to cook. I put everything in this basket so it'll be easy for me to get. So coconut milk, I'm going to start with the grits. And so for that, I need coconut milk, I need chicken broth, and I need heavy cream. And then I'm gonna get started. So I'll show you the measurements for everything in just a second. So for the grits, we have a cup and 3/4 of chicken stock. We have a can of unsweetened coconut milk. I did not know coconut milk looked like that in a can. We have a cup of heavy whipping cream, yes, and then a cup of grits. So what I'm supposed to do is, let's make sure I don't make a mess. See if you can see that. And pour that in there. I'm going to dump this in here. Oop, you didn't even see that. And then I'm going to dump in the can of coconut milk here shortly. And then I'm supposed to let that warm up. Turn the oven on. What's the wrong one? I knew it. You would think I just moved here. I always turn on the wrong friggin' burner every time. So I'm going to do this really quick because I need 2 hands to do all the rest of this stuff. And then I'll come back and let you see what's going on. So I got all that mixture together. Again, that is heavy cream, chicken stock, unsweetened coconut milk, and I'm gonna let this come to a boil, and yeah, and then I will sprinkle in this full cup of grits, and then when it starts to bubble, put a lid on it and let it turn the heat down, put a lid on it and let it simmer for a while. So far so good. So while I'm letting this cook, I got a few things I need to prepare. Like I'm gonna have Brussels sprouts with my my shrimp and grits. So I need to start preparing them. And then I also need to grate at least 4 ounces of white cheddar cheese to go in here. So I'm going to start doing that. And then when I get to the next step of, I need to take the shrimp out so they can thaw. So I need to do that. So yeah, I'll be back in a minute. So this is where we are. We are lemon slice cuts, shredded cheese ready for the grits. I prepared a side dish of Brussels sprouts, onions, and sweet peppers. And my grits are still looking good. I need to whisk them. I'm trying to hint to my husband to help me out, but he didn't get the hint. All right, so next up is the shrimp. I should probably peel the shrimp, but First, I'm going to cook the garlic and oil. Oh, look at that. Look at my baby. It's not on your face, baby. And then this is the wine. And yeah, I think we're going good so far. I still feel like this is a lot of steps for a meal. Wouldn't you agree? This is a lot of steps. I mean, luckily it's a Sunday meal, right? So it's not like in the middle of the week. But yeah, so far so good. This recipe is really easy to make. So yeah, all right, I'll be back shortly. Okay, so we're on the last step. We're cooking the shrimp. We're almost done. Most of them are starting to turn this pretty pink color. The size of the shrimp is called jumbo shrimp. Yeah, they don't look too jumbo to me. They look normal. So anyway, so I think we're good. So we're going to let this cook for another like 3 to 4 minutes, or probably just 2 and a half, 3 minutes, to make sure that they're cooked through. Make sure we keep that garlic and stuff down there. And I just remember I have to cut up the chives. So I'm going to do that. And I think we're good. The grits, I tasted them. They taste decadent. So if you are on any type of non-dairy journey, those grits are not for you. And again, my Brussels sprouts are looking delish. So we're just waiting for this. I'm going to cut up this parsley, I believe I said. And yeah, so in a few minutes, I'm going to put in the butter and the hot sauce, and we're going to be ready. Okay, so we're all done. So this is the picture, and this is what I've created. I think it looks pretty good. And these are my Brussels sprouts with onions and sweet peppers. So again, this is out of the cookbook Son of a Southern Chef, Cook with Soul by Lazarus Lynch. And I am excited about this. The grits seem really decadent from when I tasted them. The shrimp seem really good and spicy. A little squeeze of lemon will be good on this. But I feel like I matched that picture pretty well. So I'm proud of myself. I need a little more parsley. Probably cut up a little more fine. But maybe next time. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna have a bite. And my little girl is excited about her Play-Doh. And I'll tell you guys about it. Hey good people, I'm back to give my final views on this cookbook. It is, again, Son of a Southern Chef, Cook with Soul. It is by Lazarus Lynch. Again, so I only did one recipe out of here because the second recipe was really the first recipe, which was the crazy creamy grits, or shrimp and grits, and it was crazy creamy, and it was really good. But the other recipe I wanted to try, I felt was a bit too high in calories to consume for one person, so I'm not going to do it. And most of these recipes in here are really good. I'm giving this a 4 out of 5. Again, I would like to just be clear on what I'm saying when I say this cookbook was more about his. I think the purpose of this cookbook was twofold. It was to inspire people to cook with soul and be innovative and celebrate eating and your food and those things. Also, it was also pretty much about his self-expression and his creativity. So I know earlier I said this book was, I think I was given the impression earlier that I was judging it for that. I'm not. I'm just saying that I don't typically connect with cookbooks like this because I'm looking more for recipes and I'm older. But this cookbook was good. Again, 4 out of 5. I felt like some of the stuff was overly done. That's why I'm giving it 4, not 5 stars. I think for the price point now, you can get this. Sorry, that's my dishwasher in the background. I'm sitting downstairs because I think I said in another video my tripod broke. So I have this whole rig system going on right here. So that's why I'm downstairs and not upstairs in my office. But yeah, so again, 4 out of 5 stars. I would recommend this if you want to have if you want to try new food, new ways of cooking your food. This is your cookbook. Again, 4 out of 5 stars. Price point now I think is like $14 or $15 if you get physical copy and $19 if you get a digital copy. So yeah, this was published in 2019. I guess I could just look in here and tell you who the publisher is. I was being lazy earlier and not being like, I don't know who the publisher is. Penguin Random House. There we go. So yeah, so there we go. So that's my final thoughts. 4 out of 5 stars, and I would recommend it. So I hope you give it a try.